Chapter 46, in which a bold and daring new plan is hatched by Salazar. On the brink of evacuation, he has the idea suggested to him by Marie that he will detach the cheeky Albert, fly it out and nudge the Symphony of the Stars off its current collision course. This was always the plan. Hopefully that came as a surprise to you. The first part of this final quarter of the novel, I had set it up all going in one direction, and hopefully this was, as I say, a surprise after that three-stage process all came to nothing. Now it's time for a bold and audacious move, and potentially suicidal, driven in part by Diana's stubbornness / sense of honour that Salazar wants to uphold, pay tribute to, I guess. The impetus for him hatching this idea, Marie's quoting of nudge nudge wink wink say no more from Monty Python, wasn't part of it originally. That just sort of evolved organically, and it seemed to make sense to me. How do I get from him not having this idea to having this idea of nudging the ship? And then I thought, yep, that's something that Marie would say, given what I've built Marie up to be. So she would be well versed in Monty Python. Of course, written by Eric Idle from Monty Python, my very, very close personal friend. That's when we worked together on Spamalot. He cast me as Lancelot in the original Australian production of Spamalot. Sorry, that was a bit name-droppy. Bit pretentious. Sorry, you should never be a name-dropper. It's a very uncool and gauche thing to do. It's never be a name-dropper. Don't be a name-dropper. It's always bad form to be a name-dropper. John Cleese taught me that. There we are. So yes, I'm recording this. I'm still about 4 chapters ahead, which is a good feeling. And now, at the time of recording, we are in the throes of the coronavirus. Today, it's been declared a pandemic by the World Health Organization. I noted with interest that one of the earlier responses to the disease was a whole lot of passengers being quarantined on a cruise ship, the Diamond Princess. Couldn't help but think of the Symphony of the Stars, but I think it was Japan's. That was Japan's response to just keep them all separate on the Diamond Princess. And gee whiz, if you were on the Diamond Princess and you went on the Diamond Princess without coronavirus, I'm pretty sure you'd be coming off with coronavirus. What a great big floating incubator that was. Anyway, uncertain times. There's been ridiculous amounts of toilet paper hoarding here in Australia. Very odd and a bit depressing when, as the bard says, people will be people, unfortunately. The best of us, the best of our human nature is not shining through in this time of crisis. That's it for this week. We are in the home stretch now. Next week's chapter is a slight diversion. You'll see what I mean when you read it. And in the meantime, back to work. This is me at work this morning. I'm mad as hell playing a character in a Captain Cook documentary, Lord Alexander Corville. I love my job. It's good fun. Yes, that's it for this week. And now, as the novel comes thundering home in the home straight, we wish Salazar good luck and Godspeed.